Hello again. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone, depending on where you are joining us from today. Thank you for taking the time to be with us today. We are delighted to welcome you to this webinar on the Citizenship by Investment program. Me and my co-worker, Anas, will try to best our explanations about the program. Whether you are exploring global mobility options, looking to diversity your investments, considering a long-term connections with Turkey, or you want to maybe looking for a plan B in the world, we hope this webinar will provide valuable insights and answer your all questions. At the end of the presentation, we will have a dedicated Q&A session. You may raise your hand and get the speech, or you can text us your questions. So please feel free to note down any questions to come to your mind during the webinar. Thank you once again for joining us. Let's begin. During the webinar, we are going to have a roadmap. About TEKCE real estate, I'm going to give you some brief information, and then Mr. Anas is going to take the speech and give you some information about Turkish Citizenship by Investment Program's details. And advantages of the Turkish passport, like how many countries you can get in with the Turkish passport, what are the benefits especially. About the investment options, he will talk about, because Citizenship by Investment program is not only one program. It is 4 different programs. But we are focused on the real estate purchase investment option. So other 3 are also logical in some cases, but it is the thing you need to consider. So we focus on the real estate purchase option during our webinar. We will give you some information about the application process and some necessary documentations. So about the documentations, some of the documents needed for the property purchase period, and some of the documents we need are for your Citizenship by Investment program application. So in that case, you need to collect some documents from your country. So cost and fees, of course, you are going to be able to transparently calculate how much money you are spending on the purchase, how much you are spending on the fees, taxes, all the items. Mr. Anas is going to give you information about that. So top cities to live in Turkey, we selected 4 best cities that our customers mostly demanded in Turkey. So I will give you some information about that. And then we will talk about some of our portfolio in those regions. So at the end of the webinar, of course, we are going to have a Q&A session. As I stated, you can raise your hand and ask your questions, or you can text us from the question and answer section of this webinar down below of here. About TEKCE Real Estate, we established our company in 2004. Since then, we are serving to our customers with international sales we do. It's mainly our business. So we have 20 different offices worldwide in 5 different countries. They are Spain, Turkey, North Cyprus, Sweden, and United Arab Emirates. We have another office there in Dubai. So our agents, our employees, speak more than 30 different languages in mother tongue. Sorry about that. So, and till now, we performed more than 10,000 real estate sales. We have some sub-brands. In Spain, they call us Spain Homes. All are TEKCE Group's members. So in Antalya Homes, Istanbul Homes, they are our sub-major brands. We also have TEKCE Exclusive. From the construction side, they sell the whole project altogether. So TEKCE Visa, one of our major brands also. So they are helping our customers to obtain the Turkish citizenship. So mainly you are going to have a business with our sub-brand TEKCE Visa and TEKCE Real Estate all together. So TEKCE Property Management, if you are willing to rent out your property or some professional company should manage my property, if you decide that, so our TEKCE Property Management company helps you in that case also. We have TEKCE Academy. We are proud to say that we hire the people and we educate them in our academy. We teach them everything about our business. And after they become professional real estate agent, we graduate them. It's kind of a school in our company. We have TEKCE TV. Right now, we are recording our webinar, and you will be able to watch or take the link and send it to your relatives, your friends also. When you're working with TEKCE Real Estate, it is kind of a one-stop real estate solutions we provide. Process of buying and selling in Turkey, in other regions are possible also. All offices we operate our business in, you will be able to purchase the property or sell your property. All your legal needs, in that case, as you know now, our TEKCE Visa brand is helping to our customers. Teleproperty provides to our customers the property options online. Even online purchase for the property is possible. We get from our customers mostly one power of attorney from their country, from our Turkish embassies, and then we are able to deliver their title deeds on their name. About citizenship process, teleproperty works? Yes, it works also. You can get Turkish citizenship online? I'm sorry. Yes, in some cases, I can say yes. But during our process, if you want to buy your property online, if you want to apply for the citizenship online, yes, with one power of attorney, we can manage all. But during the process, 2 times, you need to come to Turkey. During the application of the immigration office, we are going to give you a residency card. When we apply for that card, immigration office would like to see you face to face. This is first section. Second one is during the application, we need to get your fingerprint to get you Turkish ID card and the passport. So our police departments gets your fingerprints. That's why we need you 2 times in the Turkey. Bank transactions and mortgages. Nowadays, Turkish banks do not provide mortgages too much, but still, sometimes we are able to get our customers the mortgage for the properties or good installment plans in our developer companies. So international money transfers, it is sometimes becoming the problem from some countries. We are helping to our customers to transfer their money to the Turkey. We are opening them the bank account and placing their money in their bank account and then purchase the property on their name. So it's also possible. So property management, as you know, we have a property management company. So if you are not going to live in it, you are going to need a company to rent it out. That's where our property management company come up. We are a crypto-friendly company. We did the first Bitcoin sales, first Bitcoin property purchase in the world. Since 2017, we are doing those transactions also. We accept like Bitcoin, Ethereum, USDT, equivalent to the US dollars. So, and more than 2,500 property sales with the payment of those currencies we performed already. So, with the today's world is changing, payment systems are changing, and we integrated all our systems through that one also. About Turkish Citizenship by Investment Program, Mr. Anas is going to give us some information about it.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Levent. Hello, everyone. This is Anas again, and I'm working for TEKCE company as an agent, senior agent in Istanbul branch. Now we'll go directly to the main topic of this webinar, actually, which is the Turkish Citizenship by Investment. We will talk about the program details in general, cost and fees, investment options, all the process before and after the citizenship process in general. Please, Mr. Levin, I'm so sorry today you have to do the slide for me. I cannot do it from here. Thank you very much.
Fine.
So, maybe most of you know this actually. The investment program already introduced with the law that come into force on 2018, exactly on September. The amount was added by the government. It was $250,000. If the applicant purchase a property with 250, he can apply, or she, to the citizenship. And later on, coming on June 2022, the government increased this amount to $400,000. And of course, they announced this 1.5 months before to let the clients who are interested to grab this chance and do it with 250, and then it comes to $400,000. Until now, it's exactly the same. Sometimes we are hearing some rumors, but nothing confirmed till yet if it will be increased or not. We will talk now about the advantages of obtaining Turkish citizenship by real estate investments. So first of all, let's say in general, like you'll become a Turkish citizen with your family. So when the applicant is applying for the citizenship, purchasing the property, either one or two, it doesn't matter, it can be multiple, they can apply as a family, husband, wife, children under 18. Parents are not included, sister, brothers, siblings are not included. Only for husband, wife, and children under 18, they can apply together and they can get the citizenship as a family together. No income or asset declaration, yes, of course, the government is not asking about the outsource income or asset declaration. It's not like something the government is asking for, and it's making the life easy actually for the people, for the clients who wants to apply for the citizenship at the same time. And also no requirement for permanent residency, because in the process of citizenship, which we will be talking about later on, let's say almost the first or second step is to apply for the residence permit as investor residence permit. And you will get this until you have the citizenship passport ID. And of course, regarding our expert agents, if you purchase the right property, the right time, the right place, you will get benefit for renting this apartment, property management in general. We can focus on short term or maybe sometimes long term, but with a very high quality and value for the property itself. It can be a very good investment opportunity at the same time. So don't think that I'm purchasing this passport and I don't have any kind of advantages with it. If we choose the right property, it will be passport plus property, and maybe you can sell it after 3 years, minimum, of course, and you'll get profit at the same time, which personally happened with most of my clients, to be honest about this. And the last one is the double citizenship opportunity in general. Turkey is okay with multiple passports. So it's totally fine for the Turkish government that you have another passport and you apply for Turkish, and maybe also in the future you will apply for another country or another passport. It's totally fine. You have no problem with this at all. Next. Thank you. So regarding the investment options for applying for citizenship and get it, there is many options. Today's webinar is about the property purchasing investment program. But in general, we have some other ways to apply for the citizenship. One of them, for example, is purchasing government bonds worth at least $500,000. Of course, not to be sold within less than 3 years. Opening a business, provide that it will create jobs for minimum 50 employees, Turkish employees, locals. Also, we have the deposit, bank deposit, actually. It was good. Many clients applied for this before, but the problem we are facing recently is that you have to exchange the dollar, euro, wherever, directly to Turkish lira when you make the deposit in the bank. So when you want to get your money back after 3 years, it will be in the same Turkish lira, not in euro or dollar. So maybe it will be affecting by the inflation. So your money maybe will lose the value, maybe not, but everything is possible. That's why the most let's say most desired way is to apply by property purchasing, because as I mentioned before, it will be you will benefit for the investment at the same time. The next page, please. Thank you. Okay, so now we are going to talk about the process in general, which I love so much to describe about it. We will start with the property purchase. So here we did a schedule, actually, like a table, think like this approximately, because we have the experience, long experience with this. So we know approximately how many days or how many months it will take to get your citizenship approximately. So starting from the first step, which is the property purchasing. So when we will get your wish list about what you are looking for exactly, whether to live, investment, which city, any kind of wish list you want to add on it, we will directly through our expert agents, we will try to figure out and find the best options matching with your wish list. And then we will start the journey of purchasing the property. So it can be online for some clients, they are not able to come or visit. We can start online doing the teleproperty, which my colleague Mr. Levent mentioned before, and everything will be ready. And then when you will come here, you will just double check it and continue to purchase if you don't have that much time, I mean. Or physically, you will be here and then we will visit all the properties and decide which property to purchase. And then we will start directly with the process by making the reservations and signing the contract, then transfer the money. Signing the contract, of course, will be directly with the developer, no third party involved in the middle. Directly, you are dealing with the developer. And of course, we are here to protect you and assist you through all the process at the same time. So after the contract and transferring the money, we will be able to apply for the title deed. And of course, for some cases, which mostly like more than 90%, we have to get, of course, the expertise report for this property. This is something checked from the government a couple of years ago, letting the clients feel more comfortable and safety about the process in general, that they purchase, for example, with 400 and the property, its value is already $400,000. So without the expertise report, we are not able to move on, unless some kind of cases like purchasing from government-backed projects or like government places. So there is no need for the expertise report because you are dealing with the governments directly anyway. So checking with the expertise report, when it's already done, then we are sure that this is the right property, everything is matching, then we can start the process, pay the money, contract, and get the title deed. When we get the title deed, of course, we will start with the annotation and block this property for 3 years. You cannot sell it. And then we will apply for the confirmative document coming from the government, which is approximately taking between all this process between 2 to 4 weeks. So let's say the first process will take the purchasing process, I mean, which will take between 1 to 2 months if everything is going well. In this case, actually, it depends on our clients. If your money is ready, if you can directly transfer, if you can directly, in general, like check the properties, decide accordingly, and start the process immediately, so everything will be fine. Then the next stage, which we're talking about, it will take between 2 to 4 weeks, which including the annotation and the confirmative document and the application for the residence permit, which the government is asking you to come here personally and give your fingerprints in the immigration office in Turkey. So some of our clients asking me that I want to apply for citizenship, but I don't prefer or I don't have the time to come and visit Turkey. Should I come? Must I come to Turkey? Yes, actually, you have to come twice. The first one, which I mentioned already now, it's about the giving the fingerprints and applying for the residence permit. And the second one, it will be directly after getting your residence permit, investor residence permit, and did do the first application for the Turkish citizenship. Of course, our TEKCE visa section, which included 4 lawyers working with us, they will be step by step with you for all the process at the beginning. Then the Turkish citizenship application, which will take, as I mentioned, 1 to 2 weeks from the first fingerprints to the second fingerprints and application. And then it will be completely regarding the government processing and ID issuance. So after completing the second application, or let's say the citizenship application, we can say it, the government normally taking time to study the file and prepare everything and giving the approval. So if the property is right, all our document is clear and everything is okay, then it's totally fine. Normally taking between 4 to 6 months to get the ID and apply also for the passports. So let's say 1 to 2 months the first process, the second one approximately maximum 1 month. We are talking about 2 to 3 months now, and at the end 4 to 6 months. So approximately, actually, we are telling our clients that from the beginning, I'm talking from the first touch, let's say, it's approximately taken between 8 months to maximum like 10 months approximately. Okay. Regarding the necessary documents, maybe you will not believe that, but it's really super simple, actually. Most of the documents we are already applying here from Turkey with you. And it's like the application form, which the lawyers, TEKCE Visa will be helping with it. The valid passport, it's obvious to be like ready and it has time in it. We need 4 passport size photographs for each family member, of course. We need the birth certificate and at the same time the criminal record regarding the government. They're asking about this. And if the applicant is not a single, is like a married and has a family, so you need to provide the marriage certificates at the same time. And then the government will ask in the property section, which is the expertise report, as I mentioned, and also the payment receipt, because the government should see minimum $400,000 transferred to the owner as a bank receipt. And if the property is under construction, in some cases, notarized property purchase commitment is wanted to done, like this. Okay. Now we will give an example. It's like a table about cost and fees. So we will give you an example. If you find a property which is perfect and the price, let's say, is exactly $400,000, we want to give you an idea how much extra money you have to pay on the top of it. So normally the title deed fees, transfer fees, it's 4%. We wrote it here as 4%, but normally it's coming like 2 by 2, buyer and seller. And also in some cases, if the project or the property is urban transforming, so the government is already giving muafiyet, which is exceptional situation that they are reading this 4% and no one has to pay it. But in general, like we are here giving you an idea as the general, let's say. And the circulating capital also is $150 only. Appraisal report, the expertise report we talked about, if it's needed, then it will be cost normally between, like we are saying, $8 to $1,000. Nowadays, it's exactly as 39,600 Turkish lira, which equals to 900 approximately. So the attorney fee, we at the TEKCE, from our client, we are just getting 3,500 euro, which equals to $4,200 as an attorney fee. And of course, there is some extra cost and taxes belongs to the process itself. We put it as a $1,500. And we have the notary, the application, power of attorney, passport translation, all this stuff. Normally, it's not costing more than $1 to maximum $1,200. And if the property is brand new, totally new, so we have the VAT, which is the value added tax. And normally it's coming with 1%. It depends. Sometimes can be 10, sometimes can be 20. It depends on the license. It depends on the sort of the property. It depends on many stuff, actually. We can discuss this when we will talk about your wish list, and we can discuss what kind of property you prefer, and we will give all the advice accordingly. So the total approximately, if the property is $400,000, we are talking about approximately 427,600. So this is like this. Consider the purchasing will be not minimum than 425 in your mind. Thank you very much, and we will be back to Mr. Levent again.
Thank you, Anas. So I will talk about the health system in Turkey a little bit, because when you are purchasing a property, applying for the Turkish citizenship, you become Turkish. So after then, you are going to, what kind of service you are going to get from the hospitals. So in Turkey, we have two different systems. Let's say that one of them is normal, like the private hospitals. You go there and you pay. And if you are Turkish, and if you are working in a place, your social security is paid by the company you are working in already. And that means you will get the free Turkish healthcare system all the time. You will go and see the doctor, it's free. You will go do your dent things, so it is for free. So everything you do is the free. Just we pay little amount when we get the medicines from the pharmacies. And it is approximately like $1, $3, $5, maximum the $5 I have seen ever. So it's especially for the private hospitals, when you get service, still, since you are Turkish and you are working in a company or you have general health insurance already from the Turkish government side, and you are not paying too much money. For example, if you are not Turkish and you are having a treatment from a hospital, private hospital in Turkey, it costs, for example, approximately like the 50,000 US dollars. If you are Turkish, if you have general health insurance in Turkey, which costs nothing almost, and you will pay approximately like the maximum 8,000, 7,000 US dollars. It's that much different, actually. So which places to live in Turkey are the best? Those are the 4 cities mostly demanded from our customers, because whenever people are doing research about the Turkey, about the cities, Istanbul come up the first all the time, because this is most known city in the world. And Antalya, Izmir, Muğla, they prefer those cities at the same time. All of them has different advantages between each other. About Istanbul, it is intercontinental city with the territory for the both Europe and Asia. There's a bridge on the screen you see right now. It is connected to the Asia, to the Europe continents together. So Turkey's cultural capital is Istanbul, but capital city is Ankara, of course. So numerous cultural, social, and art activities we have, most of them are in Istanbul. Right now, I am living in Izmir, for example. After living in Izmir, I realized that all the news, all the artworks, all the media is talking about the Istanbul all the time. So I moved from Istanbul to the Izmir, so all the time we see the news from Istanbul all the time, seems like. So it is one of the most known city in the world already. It is well-developed city, infrastructure is good, and service industries and everything is better in the Turkey, seems like. So international education, people are coming to the Istanbul, Turkey, Istanbul, for educational purposes a lot. We have more cities for educational purposes like Istanbul, Izmir, and Antalya. All of them are very good. But with the statistics says that mostly they are coming to the Istanbul. So natural marvels, multicultural atmosphere we have in Istanbul, of course. So it is one of the biggest city in Turkey. Second biggest city in Turkey is Ankara, and third biggest city is Izmir. So about Antalya, Ankara is capital city of the Turkey, and Istanbul is the biggest city in Turkey, but Antalya is another most known city in the world also, because of it is best holiday destination in Turkey, I can say that. So it's a Mediterranean climate with 320 days of sunshine. Makes Antalya great for the holiday homes especially. So it's one of the biggest tourism destination here, and luxury hotels, marinas, golf courses, and the nightlife is kind of like the better there. Cultural activities, festivals, like the historical and archaeological richness we have there, and natural sports, outdoor activities from parasiding to the raftings. So you can do every type of the activities in Antalya. So as a lifestyle, it is one of the best in Turkey. So about Izmir, this is my city. Over 250 days of sunshine. As you see, between Istanbul and Antalya, it is in the middle. It is third biggest city in Turkey. At the same time, it offers to the people the holiday homes, plus city type of life. As I told you, it's between Istanbul and Antalya. So it offers to the both. So sea, mountains, forests in the city, all together in the living environment. So a safe, peaceful, and high quality lifestyle we have in the Aegean coast. So Antalya is in the Mediterranean coast, but Izmir is at the Aegean coast. So that's why we have in Izmir a little bit cooler climate. It is not cold like Istanbul. It's not that much warm like the Antalya. It's in the middle again. So it has high quality of lifestyle, and community here, and the rich expat community, and we have rich Aegean cuisine in Izmir. People and Antalya is the same. Mediterranean and Aegean people are considered like with the statistically long life they have in Turkey. So because of the cuisine, most probably because we use olive oil in those cities a lot, and without meat, they feed themselves with the vegetables a lot. So longest life people live in Izmir and Antalya and Muğla, we can consider that also. So an ideal choice for the both lifestyle and the long-term investments in Izmir. In Izmir, city is still developing. So from the cost side, we have in Izmir, especially, like the tower projects nowadays. Approximately 30 different tower projects we have in the Izmir city center. But the city's master plan says that in Izmir, there will be almost 130 different lands we have right now for the reserved for the tower projects. That's why like the Izmir is still developing city. And also with the city renovation, Izmir will be great in the future anyway. So strategic future, growth city with the master plans. Yes, just like I mentioned, city has very good master plan. So especially with the people who are interested in Izmir, we are sharing sometimes. And it's still growing city. It is third biggest city in Turkey, but still getting like the migration from Istanbul and Ankara. People are getting retired. They're moving to the Izmir kind of. Muğla, another good city in Turkey. So everybody loves Muğla, of course. So because like the charming coastal towns like Bodrum, especially Bodrum, is kind of like the luxury place, one of the most luxury place in Turkey, especially in Bodrum, Yalıkavak, for example. Or Fethiye and Marmaris. Those are the good holiday destinations in Turkey, especially Bodrum. People from like the biggest cities in Turkey during the pandemic. So as you remember, people moved from the biggest cities to that location a lot. So more than 300 days sunshine. It is more than Izmir, little less than Antalya. Perfect climate they have there also. So paradise for outdoor enthusiasts, high class, safe and peaceful living environments they have. And also most of the people living there, highly educated people, I can clearly say that. So unique blend of the natural beauty and authentic villages they have. rich Aegean and Mediterranean cuisine they have. So in Izmir, we have Aegean cuisines. In Mediterranean, they have Mediterranean cuisines. But Muğla is between that two regions. They have the both rich cultural heritage and the cuisines all together. So it is right at the corner of the Turkey. That's why they have both cuisines, very delicious, very good food they have there. So about our portfolios, we would like to give you some information. We selected in those 4 cities some options from our portfolios. So all of them are different than each other. Some of them are villas, some of them are apartments with the good brands, good quality materials, all of them. So in Izmir, Konak, this is right exactly middle of the city center. It's kind of like a heart of the city, we can call that. We have here one project, brand new apartments, still under construction. It will be delivered soon. And why you should buy from here? We have sea view there, but it's from the terrace, from the pool. We have sea view, like from the sea side. So we have some apartments, but you see the sea view with the horizon. So it doesn't have that much sea view. But main idea there, it is very central location, and kind of like to consider with the people, the kind of like the best place in Izmir. Also, it has walking distance of social amenities and near the sea, and walking distance to the metro, train, bus station, ferry stops. It is right next to the project. So payment plan we have here, since you are willing to apply for the Citizenship by Investment program, most probably you are going to pay the cash. For the cash buyers, they have 20% discount. If you are buying with the installment for investment, so you can pay like the 50% of the down payment plus 24 months the installment without interest, or 36 months with the 0.99 interest. Those interest rates and the installments are in Turkish lira. So in that case, we call something like this 50% down payment plus free of charge almost. Because with the installment of the Turkish lira, of course, you will get the benefit of at least like the 20% discount. Because you will be paying with the foreign currency, and kind of like our currency is melting every year like the 5% almost, 5 to like the 10%. That's why like the Turkish lira installment is considered as very good option and very good investment in Turkey also. With the financially, you are going to earn the money. Those are the internal designs, all renders, but this construction company considered as one of the best construction company, and with their previous constructions we have sold so many times. And since 2010 we are working with this company, and we have seen their finishings. They have the best finishings in Turkey, one of the best, let's call that. In Antalya we have another villa. Mr. Anas is going to present you.
Welcome back. So thank you very much. As Mr. Levent mentioned, actually, like we are talking about these 4 cities. We decided about these 4 cities because it had a very high demand for the citizenship applications and property purchasing. But at the same time, we are in other cities as well as TEKCE branches such as Trabzon, Bursa, Yalova, and all the cities that Mr. Levent mentioned before. Let me go directly with the project today for Antalya. A high demand going on that the clients saying that I want to purchase a villa and apply for the citizenship. Normally, the villas concept in Turkey, let's say, for example, like in Istanbul, especially, the price is not like 400, 500, even to 600. Sometimes it's over millions or like more even. So that's why this project is really good. Doing place in Antalya Belek, Kadriye. Maybe some of you have already visited it there. And villas there going with 4 bedrooms, detached villas, of course. And there is the common swimming pool for all the projects. At the same time, the price is only $583,000 for one villa, by the way. Normally, the price is a little bit higher than that, but now we have a campaign which is 500,000 euro equals to $83,000, and it's fully eligible for citizenship. And the location, as I mentioned, in Belek Kadriye, which is next to everywhere. So you can reach Antalya within only 32 kilometers. You will be in the city center of Antalya, 27 kilometers to Antalya airport, and only almost 1 kilometer away from the Kadriye city center, and around 4 kilometers to the main beach there. So if you are considering the top 3 reasons, let's say, to purchase in this project, the facilities is really good. We are talking about sauna, Turkish bath, as I mentioned, swimming pool, come on. And at the same time, modern architecture and prestigious location, which we already mentioned, because the project is ready and you can directly move on. So the payment plan is cash, I think, which is more favorable for clients who wants to apply for citizenship. It's an easy process, 1, 2, 3. Find the best property, transfer the money completely, apply for citizenship. So that's why we consider this project, which coming with the plot size only is 410 square meter, and the property size itself is 277 square meter, coming with 3 floors, 4 bathrooms, and 4 bedrooms, and 3 balconies at the same time. And this is some real pictures from one of the villas there. Again. Okay. So regarding Istanbul, we all know that hundreds of options are in Istanbul city, but today we are focusing on this building, this project, let's say. This project is in new launched. It's not ready. It will be ready within 1.5 years almost. The most important 2 things I'm going to talk about is the location, which is in the city center, Zeytinburnu. If some of you knows the Fişikhane area, this project is exactly behind the Fişikhane place, because Fişikhane and the area surrounded directly zero to the sea. We all know that the prices are really high there regarding ready projects, and also at the same time that open 100% sea view. For this building is coming exactly behind it, but at the same time it has perfect sea view, and because it's just pre-launch, that's why the price is really good. So we can get 1 bedroom apartment with $200,000. So this allows you to get multiple properties. So we can apply with 2 apartments, 1 bedrooms, or 1 bedroom, or for example, 1 apartment with 2 bedrooms, 1 apartment as a 1 bedroom apartment at the same time. We can apply for this. And the second reason we suggest this option, because it's not ready. So you can pay by installment payment plan, because the project is not ready. So we have to wait a little bit for the title deed process. As I mentioned, it's pre-launch. That's why the prices are really good. So we can go with the installment, because we are getting some requests like this. Clients wants to purchase for citizenship. At the same time, they don't have the total amount. Like they have only, for example, now 200, 250. And they want to apply, but not maybe directly, maybe after 1 year or something like this. So we can go through this project, which is good, because you can do with the installment as 50% down payment with 24-month installment. We don't have to get the 24 months anyway. We can make it 10, we can make it 6 months, wherever. And of course, we as TEKCE guarantee the best price there. And thinking about the, okay, I want to talk about the photos, but it's already obvious. Thank you very much. Now, again, back to Mr. Levent to talk about Muğla.
So in Muğla, we have an option. In Muğla, especially in the Bodrum, as you know, we have luxury properties mostly. So, and most of the properties in Muğla, in Bodrum especially, we have like the cities master plans, most of them are villas. Finding an apartment is not easy in that region. So we have one beachfront apartment complex here, newly developed by the construction company. It has right next to it, beautiful beach. You can swim there. And why should buy from here? It's right on the seafront, and it has a private beach by itself. And it has magnificent sea view from the front side of the properties, like the front side, like the 1, 2, 3 bedrooms. Spaciously, living spaces we have, it has like a common swimming pool maybe, but still right next to your property, you have already your sea. So it works only the cash payment. In Turkey, there is another thing. If the construction is over, if the construction is finished, mostly developer companies work with the cash payment. But in some cases, we work with the construction companies, we can convince them to some payment easiness. So for the 3 months, like the 5 months, like the payment plan, we can make sometimes. But most of the developer companies' main idea is like the selling the old properties until project is finished. So that's why we are working here in cash payment, and properties are already finished. It's ready to move project. Some of the interior photos we have. Sizes are very good. View is very good. Complex is right next to the beach, and that makes the property more valuable, of course. So properties prices always depends on the land value anyway. So, and plus to that, it is luxury enough to live in, and perfect place to live, of course. So we have question and answer section. Now you can ask any question you want to us.
By raising
So
the
you
hand.
can raise.
Exactly. We have
You can
actually
raise the hand.
Yeah, we have Mr. Naim was with us and he left, and also another member also left for now. He will be in touch later. So please, if you have any kind of question, anything in your mind, then raise your hand and then we will get the answer.
Hi, I wanted to quickly ask, like, before we commit to the program, is there a possibility to do, you know, like how they do background check and everything to make sure that once we purchase the property, there won't be any obstacles in getting the citizenship?
Hello, yeah, Ms. Sadaf, sure. Thank you very much for your attendance, first of all. And of course, through our lawyers, actually, we are checking all the properties before even adding and listing these properties on our website and on our social media accounts. We are checking about the title deed, about the delivery day.
I'm sorry, Mr. Anas, I didn't mean the property. I meant the applicant because I went to, there is an office here in Dubai. I went and I saw them a couple days ago. They said that the process is first you purchase the property and then we will apply for the citizenship. And then there's going to be a background check, and if there are no obstacles, then you will get the citizenship. So I wanted to know, is it possible to do that background check for the applicants before purchasing the property?
Okay, thank you. Now I got it actually. No, the answer is no, because the process is like this, but the government is asking for criminal records. So if the applicant can get the criminal record and there is no any criminal recorded on his name, so 99% it will be fine for that actually. Because we have a lot of cases like this, and everyone bring the criminal record clean, so they got the citizenship without any problem.
So, a criminal record from where do we bring it from? From the country of our residence?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so for
And there
example,
is
Yes,
if
Mr. Khan,
I
please.
live in the UAE, then I get a police clearance certificate from here.
Yes, as far as I know, but also, of course, we can double check with our lawyer if they need also from your hometown. But as far as I know, it will be only from the country of residence. Am I right, Mr. Levent? You can also maybe give me your idea about it.
there's biggest research from the government side is Interpol actually. So our government is checking if you have Interpol reports, especially. If you are searched by the Interpol, of course, they are not giving the citizenship. But if you are not searched by the Interpol, at the same time, if your criminal record from your resident country right now in UAE, for example, so if it is clear, of course, you will get your citizenship. So there's no problem about it. So, but still, the in the law it is not clearly answered. But from your home country, our government might ask extra documents, which is your criminal record from your home country. It might happen also. So in the law, your residence address, residence country, how long have you been living there from the birth till now? So, okay, it's enough. But from your state, after 18 years old, you were being there. So they might ask another documentation, which is criminal record from your hometown. But I believe we have done these transactions more than 1,000 times, maybe. But what I believe, they are going to ask for it. They are going to ask two things from you, like the both residency country. You want to provide it from the Dubai, the UAE. It's possible, but extra document they are going to ask from your hometown. Let's provide them on one document which is from your hometown. It's also good enough.
Okay, got it. Thank you.
Also, all those documents you need to bring, and we are going to present that to our government, the investigation office, and they should be apostilled from your governors. So for it to be legit in Turkey, so we must apostille it anyway.
Okay.
It's not hard job to do, but you need to travel your hometown most probably.
Yes.
Which country it is, Ms. Sadaf, can I ask?
I am from, so the reason we are looking into Turkish citizenship is because I'm originally from Afghanistan and my husband is from Pakistan. We want a common citizenship for our family. Yeah, so I have lived in the UAE for the past, say, 25 years or even more, 30 years maybe. So I was 10 years old when I moved to the UAE, and I've been here since then.
Ms. Sadaf, your application is not that complicated, actually, from our side. What I suggest, your case is kind of different than all other applicants. So, especially from Afghanistan. Pakistan is not problem, by the way, it's totally fine, but Afghanistan is not considered as a country for a while from the world, as you know. So that's why maybe going to there is not logical for you guys. That's why with the security reasons, you might get all your documents from your, the residence country, the Dubai. So we did some transactions like this before. That's why what I suggest you, let's have another meeting with our company lawyers and let's hear from them at the same time, because your case is kind of the different, and there are some personal things we need to talk about, and that's why let's make it more private.
Perfect. Thank you.
But it's possible, no worries, Mr. Def. So just you need to have online meeting with one of our company lawyers, so they are going to direct you.
Thank you so much. One last
Thank you.
question. If I have properties here in the UAE, can you guys help me liquidate them so I can move the investment to Turkey?
Sure. We have office in Dubai already. There, we are doing this business already. So we can communicate with our office manager and the portfolio supervisor in Dubai, and we can help you to sell it also,
Yeah, yeah.
of course.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much.
Thanks to you, Ms. Sadaf. Have a good day.
You
So,
too.
thank you very much. And we have Mr. Amir. Thank you very much, by the way, Mr. Amir, for your attendance. And he has two questions. The first, just one second. I didn't get it. Okay. So the first question was exactly that: is it okay to purchase in two different cities? Legally, it's okay, of course. We don't so much advise this. We prefer to be in the same city. Because as far as I remember, we faced some not problems, but let's say delaying for the process because of the answers sometimes coming from the title deed office from this city to another city. So in general, it's preferable to be in the same city, one property or two or three, whatever. But it's better to be in one city, unless it's totally fine for you if it gets a little bit delayed for the citizenship, maybe 1 or 2 months late more, then we can do it accordingly. No worries about this at all. And you asked another question, but unfortunately I couldn't see it. It just gone away. So please, if you can rewrite it, or maybe you can directly ask it.
The second question, Anas, is which is the best area in Istanbul in terms of the return of investment and future growth?
Yeah, okay. So everywhere is good in Istanbul in general. It depends. So if we are talking about the investment by capital appreciation and selling after 3 years, let's say, so we have multiple options which are best for this reason. But if you are looking for directly renting out and you want like a high ROI, also at the same time, there is some multiple options and multiple area in the for Istanbul to consider it. So I cannot say that this is the only places that are good, because in some areas in Istanbul, some districts, we have options. The new project is coming up in the area full of projects, and the price is lower than the competitors, or let's say neighbors. So that's why the investment here now is perfect. So each time has different concepts, different rules for the investment. We can also discuss this with you, Mr. Amir, later. And we can have a conversation about this to understand exactly what is your thoughts about the investment itself. Mr. Levent, maybe you can get also the other question.
Yeah. Mr. Amir's second question, I would like to mention something also. So maybe with the Mr. Amir on the map, we need to discuss some areas and show him some options with the return of investment, like the selections. So it will be better to answer this question, because in Istanbul, we have almost like the 39 different districts. All of them has like the different city centers, hospitals, and in the, for example, most suburban one, you have a property right next to a hospital, and it has biggest return of investment. Sometimes it happens. So that's why like the district by district and project by project, we can gives you some ideas on the map. That will be very much better. Mr. Rizwan, welcome.
Hello, Mr. Rizwan.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
I actually have three basic questions. First, I would like to know that after 3 years, we are allowed to sell the property. So may I know,
Yes.
like, what will be the sale appreciation, whatever we are going to get expected from these properties, what you have listed? 3%, 10%
Mr.
of
Rizwan,
the original value, or like how it grows in Turkey?
Mr. Rizwan, let me answer that with the real life experience. So, let's say that 5 years ago we did one transaction, for example, for $250,000, almost $270,000 it was. Now the property's price is almost $600,000 in 5 years. So it depends on what you choose. Some of our customers had chosen some options in suburb of the city. City center is always valuable, always keep getting to the more value all the time. So, but something close by to the city center, the developing areas are also great, magnificently increase the amount. But really suburb areas, and in those suburb areas, there are so many competition, for example, only those people did not expect too much increases, because one of our customers bought in the suburb 5 properties, 5 1+1 apartments for $250,000. His idea was buying the properties, multiple properties altogether. And his 250,000 investment, now it is almost 350. But the one who bought in the city center with a good project, with a branded project, with a luxury project, now he can sell for the same price he bought. Now he can sell for 600, 350, 600. You can consider that. It depends. It really depends on what you buy. It is not related with the city. City is growing. City is nowadays. There are lots of renovations. Everybody is renewing their buildings. They are demolishing the old buildings. They are making the new buildings. We are going to see in the 5 years, most probably, the brand new Istanbul in Turkey. So, but which project is going to increase how much? We never know that. It is not surprise. It is of course going to increase, but how much is going to increase the city? We never know that. But general idea, if you buy something from the growing areas, developing areas, so and if they have some specifications right close by to it, there's maybe hospital projects, and believe me, in Turkey, the hospital projects, the courthouse project, they're huge here. They're very big. Too much people are going to be working in that location. So that's why property prices are immediately increased. What I suggest, mostly in especially multiple regions, we are going to face amazing increments, of course, from the Asian side of the Turkey, Istanbul, and European side of the Turkey, almost many locations close by to the city center, we have a circle about it on the map I could show you. So they're going to have massive increments also. So because people are nowadays renewing their buildings, and especially for branded projects, they're going to increase much more than the others. So how much they are going to increase, I cannot say that.
No,
So,
my question was, what is the expected range in terms of appreciation? 10%, 20%? You must have some idea about it, right? What is going on in a particular zone for these projects? I'm not expecting a very specific number. I'm just asking a range in terms of, if we calculate our cash flows, I just wanted to know that what is an appreciation possible from that particular investment.
Mr. Rizwan, unfortunately, I cannot answer that, because we need to work on it with the numbers. We need to do lots of calculations, maybe econometric modelings we need to do to answer this question. It's a very hard question to answer.
Understood. My second question is, what is tax regulations in Turkey in terms of citizens earning local and international incomes?
So about international incomes, you bring your money to the Turkey, we charge nothing. So you are going to bring your money to the Turkey, especially for the foreigners or Turkish people, doesn't matter. So lots of Turkish people are living abroad. They bring their money to the Turkey and invest in here. So I have never seen any one of them paid the capital taxes or something.
No, no,
So
not at the time of
if,
procurement of the property. I'm asking about after becoming a citizen, what is the tax
Mhm.
compliance in local income and international income?
About the local income, so if you are employed in some places, it depends really. From let's say that 20% to 35% we pay the tax. But in Turkey, we work with the net amounts all the time. So taxes are paid by the companies. So our income tax, even like as a person, are paid by like the TEKCE overseas, for example. We are employed here. About the earnings, if you have a company in here, if you are doing business in here, the corporate tax is 25% in here, and VAT is 20%.
Okay. And what about
Whether you are
international
foreigners,
incomes?
about international income, you mean like you are working remotely and bringing your money to the Turkey, right?
Yes.
So there's no tax obligation about that. Bring your money as much as you can. Turkish government is going to be so much happy about it.
Okay.
So we do not pay extra tax for it because we are part of the avoiding the double taxation protocol in the world. It is a French protocol in the world that avoids the double taxation. You earn the money in another country, for example, in let's say that Germany, you are working in a German company. So you're earning from there and you're already paying your income tax in there already. So when you're bringing that money to the Turkey, tax is already paid. So according to avoiding double taxation, so you do not have to pay any additional tax in Turkey to the Turkish government because
But
it's
in
already
case if
paid.
I'm working in a country where there is no tax, for example, I'm currently working in UAE. So is this
Yes,
applicable or still same?
yes, it's applicable. So still, you don't have to pay the tax when you bring your money from UAE to Turkey because it's part of the avoiding double taxation in other country also. You guys do not have income tax there. Earn your money from there, bring it to the Turkey, spend in Turkey. So still, you are going to pay the tax anyway, Mr. Rizwan, because you are going to buy this stuff. You are going to buy a car and you will pay the VAT. You will in the system still you are going to pay the tax when you purchase something. If you spend it here, you pay. If you do not spend it, for example, in your bank account right now, you bring every month like the 10,000 AD, so doesn't matter. You are not going to pay the tax.
Perfect. And my last question is basically I'm an Indian citizen working in UAE for last 17 years. I just want to know, is there any complications in certain nationalities?
Yes, there are some problems with certain nationalities. Yes, but I don't think it covers you, Mr. Rizwan. You are not North Korean, right? Or some
No, I'm basically
other
from India.
countries.
I'm working in UAE and I
Yeah,
hold a
good.
UAE golden visa.
Perfect. We have done so many people from India already to the Turkish citizenship. So there's no certain restrictions to the India. Especially, may I ask a personal question? How old are you, Mr. Rizwan?
I am 41.
41. Okay, good. Do you have a birth certificate? So because from the India, like most of the applicants do not have birth certificate. So that was the problem only. But still, our government recognizes it right now, and we avoid it. So there's no problem now anymore.
There is a challenge because my certificate we do not have. That time there was the local government was not issuing the certificates. That is a challenge because
Yes,
I
I
saw
know.
in your list it is mentioned.
I know, but still, from some countries, we have some exceptions. Our government knows that already because we did so many transactions. We opened a courthouse, for example, some people, and then now they're not asking like the birth certificates no more. So some like the other documents we provide instead of that one. So, but not the birth certificate because you guys do not have clearly.
True. Mr. Rizwan, we just
Mr.
recently
Rizwan,
we
Mr.
already
Rizwan, actually, in some countries, they do not have even like the citizenship. they have alien passports. Even we get the citizenship in Turkey for them. So
Okay.
Okay.
Right. That's all from my side.
it is totally fine, Mr. Rizwan. Your application process is easiest for us, really.
Okay. Great. Glad to hear that.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Mr. Anas, we are on you.
I just wanted to add something to Mr. Rizwan, which we already face actually with my personal Indian client. It had the same issue for the birth certificate, and it solved very, very good. Even, by the way, he had a problem with the missing one letter from his name on the passport, and also it solved. So no worries about this, Mr. Rizwan. We will be in touch, and also if needed, we can have a directly online meeting with the lawyer, and everything will be fine for this.
Perfect.
So I just
Thank
wanted
you,
to add
Mr.
this because recently, it's just like 1 month ago, happened with one of our Indian clients.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thanks to you, Mr. Rizwan.
Again with taxes.
Any other question?
I think it's better you to get it. You are better than me with taxes.
Totally fine. So I believe that's all. There's no more questions. If anyone has any other questions, you guys can ask directly to your TEKCE representative. So they're going to reply to you as soon as possible. Thank you once again.
I have a question, if I may.
Totally fine, Mr. Yuri. We can hear you.
Okay, I'm Canadian. I'm over 31 years Canadian citizen. And I'm just wonder, like, I'm trying to calculate approximately how much in total assets I need in US dollars or Canadian dollars to go with you guys and just to have ability to get the full Turkish citizenship by investment. Like my understanding, I'm looking at the 400,000 US dollars for the, let's say, like unit. But what is your fees and what extra fees need to be included? Like approximately how much in total of assets I need to have to follow the process smoothly?
Yes, Mr. Yuri.
Approximately. I'm not expecting like precise amount. I'm only asking like approximate amount because like extra expenses may rise in, like legal expenses, moving expenses, something in paperwork need to be corrected. And like I would just want to know approximate total how much assets I need to have in hand to do it. Also, I plan to do it together with my brother, who is retired.
Yes, Mr.
And
Yuri.
like nothing hold us in Canada, and like I'm just wondering, like if I sell my house, what is joint with my brother in Canada, like approximately how much in total I need to have on hand to go through a smooth process.
Okay. I discussed before, Mr. Yuri. Let's say the minimum amount should be around approximately $430,000 for.
We're talking about US, yes?
Yes, US dollars. Yes. We can calculate it for you if you want the Canadian, but now we are talking about the US dollars exactly. So let's say if the property itself is worth exactly $400,000, so the minimum we are expecting is to pay around 427 to 430,000 US dollars. Okay. And you mentioned about your brother, so you have to know that it will be different application, and you cannot apply together. So if he also wants to get the citizenship, he also should apply for the citizenship himself and pay the same amount approximately. Right?
Okay.
Am I answered you right, or you still have any kind of questions?
No. I understand. Like basically, we need to have this amount of 430,000. Like I have to have it on hand, and he have to have it on hand separately. Like we could not buy joint property and says like where the family wants to go. Okay, it have to be two separate investment.
Yes, exactly. Unfortunately, no, because the applicant, only his wife and children under 18 years old can get the benefit from this program. But for brothers, sisters, no. That's why you have to apply separately, you and your brother, each one alone.
Mhm. Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Now, with your, okay, I'm just going to take a picture, what you just showed me. Okay, I got it. Like approximately, I need to have it on hand physically. I would say 460,000 of US dollars, if I calculated correctly.
860.
860, okay, between two of
Yes,
us.
because 430 for you, 430 for your brother. But of
Okay.
course, this is related to the property. If we find something exactly with $400,000, maybe a little bit more. So it depends on your wish list, and it depends on what we can find the best for you.
Okay. Okay. Because like in my mind, like I always prefer land over condos. Like just to buy the land with rundown place, but for the same amount, like somewhere like away from where too much crowd. Like
Yeah. I got you. We can.
like I would not want to like stay like let's say Ankara. Like it's too much tourists constantly. Okay, I got it. Okay. An option like you guys could find like let's say like piece of land with rundown house or abandoned project what let's say owner started building and like first floor he finished and couple floors on top he's in process of finishing but something happens and he have to sell. This is what I'm looking for, like basically like distress sell, like but to be compliant in the amount of this over 400 US dollars.
Okay, for sure. We can work on it. We can work on it and find the best options, especially if you have the time. So we can do it accordingly with our other offices as well. If you don't prefer to be in a crowded city such as Istanbul or Ankara, so we can help with it with other cities as well.
Okay.
So if you please just leave your information, then we will be contacting you after the webinar finish.
Okay.
And then
Okay.
we'll have a long talk.
Okay, understood.
But if
Okay.
you have now any kind of other question, of course, we are happy to answer it.
Okay, no, I just got it approximate. This is what I want to know. This is basically like what I have when I have to talk to my brother. Like I would tell him, okay, this is what we have to have at hand, and this is how we have to move. And basically, that's it. I'm just gonna leave you my email address.
Yes,
In
please.
the chat, and like if you could send me all the particulars, I could forward it to my brother, and we could go from there.
Of course, for sure, we will be happy. We will be happy with it.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate you guys. Thanks.
Thanks to you, Mr. Yuri.
There was
Mr. Amir has another question. Yes. Mr. Amir asked how much tax we need to pay on rental income, and is there any yearly property tax? Yes. About the property tax in Turkey, it is if it is commercial property, it is 4 per 1,000. If it is residential place like an apartment, it is not for government has special discount for it. It is 2 per 1,000, the property tax for yearly. It is less amount considered with the other countries, so it's a very low amount of the yearly property tax actually. So about rental income tax, we have special calculation about it because there is no certain tax like the rate for the rental income in Turkey. It is considered as how much you earn money out of this like the rental income. If it is 50,000 like the Turkish lira per month, there's a different calculation. If it is like the 30,000, there's a different calculation. So there are like the rates different than each other based on how much income you have. So, but basically, like the most basic calculation is approximately 1.5 months rent amount to 2 months is going to be your yearly rental income tax. Approximately 1.5 to 2 months rent goes to the rental income tax in Turkey. Thank you so much, everyone. So your attendance was like the valuable for us. Thank you once again for joining our webinar today. Me and Mr. Anas tried to help you as much as we can about Citizenship by Investment program in Turkey. For further more information, or if you want to provide a property according to your criteria, feel free to contact with us, and you can apply to any property in TEKCE.com, and then we are going to help you immediately. We are going to answer all your questions then. You already have a someone in our company, in our corporation, as a representative you are speaking with, the person who sent you our webinar link, for example. So you can keep communicating with them, ask further more questions, and then hopefully you can get your Turkish citizenship in Turkey, and then living here maybe, or investment you want, or whatever your like the purpose is, it comes through. So have a wonderful day.
Thank you.
Take care, everyone.
Thank you, Mr. Levent. Thank you, everyone, for coming and attendance, and see you later.